ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक् प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Mahopanisad, 4th chapter, mantra 59. Read.
देशाद्देशान्तरः प्राप्तौ संविदो मध्यमेव यत् निमेषेण चिदाकाशं तद्विद्धि मुनिपुङ्गव।
How and where exactly the Chit Sarupa Atma, called Chidakasha, can be pinpointedly experienced or recognized. A method is given here. What is that? We have seen the Anvaya, Munipungava, Nimeshena, Deshat, Deshantara Praptau, Yat Samvidaha, Madhyam Eva Rupam, Tat Chidakasham Vidhi. This is Chidakasha. Nidaga is pointing out, no, not Nidaga, Rubu is pointing out to Nidaga. What is that? This, let us understand this. You are thinking of an object, some object, say an apple. So therefore, the vritti, the thought in your mind is apple akara thought. Apple thought, antakarana vritti, conforming to the form of the apple. Immediately, you thought of Red Fort in New Delhi, our capital. Earlier, you are here in Bombay, Mumbai. You are thinking of an apple. Nimeshena, instantly, you thought of Red Fort in New Delhi. Now tell me, now again, what happens when you thought of Red Fort in New Delhi? The apple akar vritti the thought conforming to the apple disappear, and instantly a thought appear of the red fort, which you have seen in picture, or you must have personally seen also, as visited red fort also in the capital. So therefore your next thought is red fort akara vritti, antakara vritti conforming to the red fort. Now tell me, what is the vritti that was there in between? This nimeshana is important. You think one thing, and after some time, something in between many things you will be thinking there. No. Nimeshana, instantly. You have to agree that in between there was no Vishayakara vritti. How do you say so? Because you are not aware of any specific thing, that's all. When you are thinking of an apple, you are aware of the apple, whether it is there or in memory, whatever it may be. When you are thinking of red fort, it is there in form of image. But you are in Mumbai only. For image, a Vishayakara is there. But in between, blank. How do you say blank? You are not aware of anything at all. At that time, when no specific Vishesha, Vritti was there, Antakarana was still there. In that infinitesimal gap, what gets revealed is Chidakasha. It has to be Chidakasha. Why? Chidakasha was before, when you were aware of apple vritti. Chidakasha is there when you are aware of the image of the red fort. It is all the time there. Antakarana abides in Chidakasha. So therefore, in between, when cognition of a specific entity was not there, in such immediate thinking, nimeshena, what is the Richidavasa? Means what does it mean? What does it negate? No Vishesha vritti, no Vishayakara vritti, no thought conforming to any object in the world. Means what? Your antakarana is displaying the Chidakash. Now tell me, when we can get such an opportunity? In our antakarana, the flux of Vishayakara vrittis are so incessant. We have no leisure to be free from them, because mind is so preoccupied in all these Vishayas. Why so? Because it has got interest therein. What is the interest? It thinks, the mind thinks that it will get happiness from them. Yes, mind goes anywhere. Wherever it thinks some happiness, it goes. Nowadays, there are many people who are spending hours and hours with their smartphone. They are not interested in anything else at all. Even with the family members, they are not bothered at all. The warm relation that was there, not that it is not there, but it is not seen at all in practice. Sitting together, talking, discussing, etc. Why? It thinks that is a habit. Of course, it may be addiction, not maybe addiction, it is an addiction only. But the nature of the mind is to go where it thinks it can give happiness. Just for our mind is 24/7 thought, flooded with thoughts. You break this chain now. Elongate that infinitesimal period, a moment between the apple thought and the red fort thought. There you are with what you are. Your Swarupa Chidakasha gets revealed there. Now you understand how in Nirvikalpa state of mind, in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, wherein in Antakarana, no specific thought or corresponding a specific entity is there. What gets displayed, what gets revealed, what gets manifest is Chidakasha, our Swarupa. So that is what he said now. Let us take the verse now. This is the principle there. Muni Pungava, O great Muni, Nidaga, Nimeshena, within a trice, just like that, a moment. Desha Deshantara Pravtau. When you are samvit, the knowledge which you get through Chidabhasa in Antakarvritti, with the specific feature of the entity to which the Antakarvritti corresponds to, that Desha Deshantara Pravtau. From one place to other place it is gone. From one object to other object it is gone is a trice. Then they say yat, whatever, Samvidaha Madhyameva. Samvida means jnanasya. Jnanasya. Of that knowledge, what you are aware of. Earlier you are aware of apple, afterwards you are aware of the red fort. Jnanasya. That's the Madhyam. Middle portion. Middle portion refers to Nirvishayam, where neither the apple Vishaya is there, nor the red fort Vishaya is there, or any other Vishaya is there. Why? Instant. That's why instant is important. So you think of one, think of many things there. No. Nirvishayam, Rupam. You have to add the Rupam, whatever form that is there. Say, Tad. That form means whatever that you are able to be aware of, whatever that you are experiencing. Yes, but Rupam, Tad, Chidakasham Vidhi. Please know it to be Chidakasham. I think I had taken this verse, I'm not sure, for Chidakasha meditation, which I had taken at Lonavala camp some years back. I think it's also there. A few verses from Yoga Vasishta, wherein the Chidakasha can be pinpointed, like this is what it is. One of them must be this. Other one, they say, you had a good meal. Immediately after that, you have nothing pressing work to do now. That sense of satisfaction or that disposition, wherein no wanting is there at that time, there Chidabhasa manifests. A beautiful scene you are seeing. You are so delighted. There is no wanting at that time. Chidabhasa manifests. You have just woken up from deep sleep, and You have not started your daily routine. Just few moments earlier you have got up. If you are alert, that disposition which reflects the Brahmananda that you experienced in the deep sleep which you didn't know, it gets reflected. That is what Chidakasha. So like this, a few things were pointed out, and they are pointed out in Yoga Vasishta. In fact, Yoga Vasishta is taken from such Upanishads only. Don't think. Rubu quoted the Yoga Vasishta. It's from Upanishad that Yoga Vasishta has taken such mantras and verses. So that is how it can be. If you prepare yourself, if you equip yourself in such a way that you are able to command that disposition which was between apple thought and red pot thought in a trice moment. And if you are able to remain in that such state, say, you will discover that you are that Chidakasha Swarupa. You are Chidakasha Swarupa. In you, apple thought came and went. In you, red fort thought came and went. But you remain what you are, even though these flux of thoughts incidentally come and go. They come and go, they come and go. You remain what you are, just like on a movie screen. So many pictures in terms of shadows of the film come and go, come and go, come and go. Comedy, tragedy, all these things come and go, come and go, come and go. The white screen, illumined by the arc light, is unscathed. It is not at all affected. Like that, here, the Chidabhasa, to begin with an Antakarna, has no such specific vrittis, and therefore the features of specific entities are not there. It just like the white screen shows the light only, like this. This displays the Chaitanya Swarupa, you what you are. In your presence, they come and go. Therefore, they don't belong to you. Even if calamitous samsara, suppose a huge conflagration in the forest is what? Seen the movie. The curtain, the screen doesn't burn. It's a very big war is going on. Nothing happens here in the curtain. So like this. So you are free from this, free from all the features of these vrittis, which amount to our calamitous samsara. Not the Chaitanya. In the presence of Chaitanya, these vrittis which correspond to the world, etc., you say your prarabdha, you say your karma, you say your actions, you may say your accomplishment, you may say your indulgence in sense object, or you may say it is memory, irrespective of source and how they appear to be there. These vrittis give the painting or the prepare the picture of your samsara. On the canvas, as Chitradeepa of Panchadashi says, canvas of all, your Swarupa. You are free from them. But we identify with them and suffer the sorrow. It is a problem of ignorance of a Swarupa with consequent aviveka, lack of discrimination. All that Vedanta wants is to arrest your attention if you are available and make you discover your Swarupa so that you will no more run behind the world with a begging bowl of give me happiness, remove my sorrow, give me happiness, take away my sorrow. No. Why? You don't need it. Why don't you need it? I have ever Paraman Swarupa. No trace of sorrow can touch me. Which me? The real me, Chit Swarupa me. Today, ulta, topsy-turvy has taken place. I mistake myself with Anatma, what I am not. I don't know what my real nature is. Does it exist or not? And suffer. So therefore, if you are able to make your mind or able to remain in that state wherein no visheshas of entities superimposed on you, other than you are there, you are what you are, Chaitanya Sarupa, Chit Sarupa, that is me that you will discover. Continue.
तस्मिन् निरस्त निःशेष संकल्प स्थितिमेषि चेत् सर्वात्मकं पदं शान्तं तदा प्राप्नोष्य संशयः.
Tasmin nirasta nishesha sankalpa sthitim eshi chet tada sarvatmakam shantam padam prapnosi asamshayah. Tasmin siddhim eshi chet. If you, eshi means prapnoshi, bhavasi. If you gain that state, or if you become that state, what state? State is described as nirasta nishesha sankalpa sthiti. Sthiti, state. What? From where all sankalpas are nishesha, entirely are what? Nirasta, ended, eliminated. State totally free from all sankalpas. And what do you mean by sankalpa? Mano vyapara. Sankalpa has got many meanings. Desires, volition, their decision, or that means something soliciting, etc. All these are there. But in general, sankalpa means mano vyapara. All your mentation, all the functions of your mind. If you put a halt to that, nishesha, not even little. Everything is there, but only two things are kept. What are that? me, Jiva, and Ishvara creator. No. Manovyapara. Everything is ended. So then what happens? Eshi chet. If you do that, that also shows the raga. Don't take it lightly. It is difficult. But you have no other alternative. That is the goal of life. If you don't realize this, you will be groping in darkness. Not only in this life, in numerous lives, you will be groping in darkness to get happiness and get away from sorrows. But you will never succeed. It is a statement of truth and not fanaticism. Because anything other than you, Chaitanya, called Anatma, or called Jagat, or called Upadhi, or called something that is superimposed Adhyastha, there is no trace of happiness. It is nothing but sorrows and sorrows only. All are inert in nature, depending on Chaitanya you. That Chaitanya you is free from sorrow. It is nothing but Paramananda. It is itself not inert, self-experiencing knowledge principle. All that you do is remove the obstructions that deny us our Swarup. Entire Vedanta Shastra is this. Adhyatma Shastra is pursuit. It may be direct or indirect. A person who is not able to take to this directly, Shastra is very kind enough to provide karma, bhakti, and many other practice like Patanjali Yoga, etc. Upasanas. But directly or indirectly, Adhyatma Shastra aims at making you discover your what Sarupa is. That means when you are able to end this sankalpa, the meditation, the functions of the mind, at that time, if you are there, then what happens? Tada, when that is gained, the sarvatmakam shantam padam. That pada, that abode, that your sarupa, which is what? Sarvatmaka, which is the Atma, the real nature of entire creation, of everything. Everything has got existence because of this Chit Sarupa Atma. And it is Shantam, Upadrava Rahitam, Prapanchopashamam, Prapancha Rahitam, free from sorrows, itself Ananda. Prapnoshi, you will get. Now you may say, what are you talking, sir? Is it so easy? Doubt will come. Listen, asamshayaha. Don't have doubt about this. This is the truth. It happened, it was happened. Of course, context is there. Wife got darshan of Shiva. Truly, not imagination. Shiva and Parvati. Husband was a great bhakta of Shiva. At that time, he was not in the home. When returned, with wife with all enthusiasm told, he is not ready to accept it. Do you think it is so easy to get darshan of Shiva? Concept. In fact, I'm talking now the parents of Shirdi Baba, Shirdi Sai Baba. Mother had the darshan of Shiva and Parvati. Father was there on the Godavari river to save the boat because the river was in floods. Next day morning, when she told, he's not ready to believe. After 2-3 years, when the boons were given that were getting realized, then he came to senses and he felt very bad. I am so much devoted to all this and I could not get. But what I'm telling is, do you think it is so easy? We think that is God, Atma, Brahman. They are there in that scriptures, not practical, not personally available. Somehow it's a common psychology. It is थोड़ा सत्संग करो, भगवान का भजन करो, थोड़ा पुण्य करो, करो. No, it is our swarupa. Only little adjustment in your value structure and little practice of something to get rid of our present day habits and take the mind to the right track is necessary. Bhagavan says, Abhyasayam to kaunteya vairagyena jagriyate. Mere vairagya is not sufficient. Mere abhyasa is not sufficient. Ravana had abhyasa, but no vairagya. There may be others vairagya, but no practice. Vairagya is indispensable. Great achievement. If that is there, other thing is easy, but still some effort is necessary. Other habitually, you'll continue with the old stinking state of mind. Little jhadu, cleansing is necessary. So therefore, Nidaga, don't doubt my statement. It may appear to you to be impossible. No, it is impossible. It is possible. If you have got problems, Ishvara is there to help you. He will bring you to the very close and say, come on, proceed, and you will disappear. You need not get rid of him. He will bring you to the very close point where you discover your Swarupa, and there is what? Ishvara also disappears. But till then, he is necessary. Bhakti is necessary. I told many times. Until you are absorbed in a Swarupa, not aware of your Jagat, including your body, till then, Ishvara is indispensable friend, philosopher, and guide. If you seek him, he will never desert you. So that is his vow. So that you will not. But you have to be sincere. You must mean it. Lip service will not work. Ishvara is not the one who can fall for Bahya. External things show. He will see your bhava, your inner disposition. Do you really mean it? So like this. So Nidaga, don't entertain doubt. Now the question is, you have told nirasta nishesha sankalpa sthiti, a state which is totally free from mentations, functions of the mind. What exactly the nature of the state? That sthiti, that state of antakarana, how exactly it is? It is explained now or described now in two steps. The beginning step and the final step. One, but the next two verses describe them. Read Uditaudarya.
उदितौदार्य सौंदर्य वैराग्य रसगर्भिणी आनन्दस्यन्दिनी यैषा समाधिरभिधीयते.
That is called samadhi. What exactly is it? It is Udita, Audarya, Saundarya, Vairagya, Rasa Garbhini. Means it has such nature. What nature? Garbhini. As if it carries in its womb all this. It is actually this phrase means mostly exalted thing. Highly exalted. That's what it means. What exactly will come afterwards? But it's not simply like that. It is Udita. Udita means wherein, this is manifest. What is manifest? Audarya. Audarya here is excellence. Of what? Saundarya, elegance. Of what? Vairagya, rasa garbhini. Containing itself, Vairagya means no interest in the paltry tinsels of joy that you can give, that you can get in the world. Why so? Rasa garbhini. That state is nothing but rasa and rasa. Raso vaisa rasa grihe vaya labdvanandi bhavati. This is your Sarupa, Atma, Paramatma is what? Rasa. Evam rasam labdvagi. What happens? Anandi bhavati means ananda. Rasa means ananda. Whether it is sambar rasam or sweet rasam. Ananda. Don't imagine there. Oh, big drum of sambar is kept there. Not sambar rasam, not sambar. Rasam is kept there or some honey is kept there. No, no. What is meant by rasa is what? Ananda. Nothing but ananda. And you are running after here and there, etc. and nothing getting. No ananda. Rasa garbhini. Let's say of such rasa, anandasya sendini. Sendana means flow. Means there is the flow of vritti of ananda, which is uditaudarya, saundarya, vairagya, rasa. Means most exalted. To distinguish it from Vishaya Sukha. Vishaya Sukha is born and and ends. It ends. What is that? It depends on many factors. Number one, sense object is necessary. Vishaya is necessary. Number two, you should have it. Number three, you should be able to indulge in it, experience it. Mind must be in a good mood. And that Vishaya may wane away. It may get destroyed. Many things are there. So it is dependent, subject to waxing and waning. High tide and low tide are there of joys. This is not that. Independent because it is your Swarupa. Ananda Sandini, the vritti, the flow of that Ananda, of course. That flow of Ananda may stop also because it depends on Abhyasa. But that Ananda is independent, your Swarupa. But here we are talking of a person or a state where Ananda Sandini, that flow of Ananda in terms of Antakarana vritti, not depending on the objects, your Swarupa continues. So this is actually what is called as Samprajnata Samadhi or Savikalpa Samadhi. In this state, the dhyata, the meditator, is aware that I am experiencing such state. Triputis are there. Dhyata, the karta is there. Dheya, the such state is there. Neya, not karta, jnata. Dhyata, the jnata, knower is there. The state, the neya is there. And that vritti, jnana, jnana vritti, vritti which reveals you such a state is there. Jnata, jnana, neya, triputi is not there. Therefore, it is what? Savikalpa. Vikalpa, tukda tukda ho gaya, is broken in terms of knower, known and knowing, or knowledge. Knowledge means knowledge, vritti, thought. When sufficient practice is taken to this, that also will drop, that vritti will drop, that dhyata will drop. What remains is neya swarupa. On the swarupa, self-revealing, self-knowing, self-experiencing. It remains. So that is described in the next mantra. Read.
Drushya sambhava bodhena ragadveshaditanave ratirbaloditayasau samadhirabhidhiyate.
Drishya sambhava bodhena raga dveshadi tanave ratihi baloditaya asau samadhi abhidhiyate. Now, see, already earlier accomplishment is taken for granted. Ananda Sandini. Vrittis conforming to Swarupa, which is nothing but Ananda alone, are what? Flowing. Wherein you have no cognition, you have no perception of the Vishayas of the world. And these Vishayas are such that they always give rise to what? Raga, Dvesha. This I want, this I like, that I don't want, I don't like. So long as Raga, Dvesha are there, turmoil in the mind is there. Turmoil in the mind is there, it will affect the flow of such rasa, ananda, sandini. Now what has happened? By repeated practice, that ananda sandana is so powerful. Your earlier habitual Vishayas also are not there. See, habitual in the sense, many times what happens now? At times, you are pressed with desire that I should have that so that I will be happy. This is where you have to be very careful. No, not everywhere you have to be careful. This is where special effort is necessary to educate the mind by viveka and make it see that what it desires is not desirable or not necessary or the cause of bondage. But there are others just by habit or curiosity or such thing or just thing they just flood in the mind. आपका कुछ भी लेना देना नहीं है उनसे, समझा ना? लेना देना में you have no vyavahara with them. You have nothing to do with them, but they cluster because old habits. Or, I mean, what is the limelight now? News. यूपी में क्या चल रहा है? Curiosity. If you are in politics, okay, jump in that. I'm not talking about. But just what you call now idle curiosity, or did not by idle curiosity. Some past memories they flash for no reason. At times you get carried away with them also. It happened that way. No, this secret. So these are not binding, but they rob away your swarupa. Mere vairagya is not sufficient. These are robbers also. These vrittis come, they habit. It may be all very great, means sentiment to serve, etc., for the welfare of the same. If you ever do that, but don't go on brooding on that without any action. I'm talking about this futile, habitual thoughts that surface in the mind moment by moment, for which certain abhyasa is necessary to X them out. At least thinking about the vishayas you want can be justified because you have got a desire and you want to fulfill that. Until you get maturity that you have to do that. But here, useless. Just by that. So therefore, by this what happened? They also have gone by practice. And that being the case, drishya sambhava bodhena. By bodha, knowledge, that drishya se asambhava. There is no cognition. Your mind is so absorbed in this swarupa, even that rasa anandas Sandini state also has dropped down. You are what you are. There is no context. There is no occasion for Vishas to come there. Automatically, Raga Dveshas are nowhere. So, Raga Deshadi Tanave Tanukrute. They are made thin, means they are erased. Raga Dveshas have no scope to come in picture. That's time, by the force of this practice, Balodita Rati, that Rati, reveling in one's Swarupa, wherein even that hitherto the flow of Ananda Vrittis have dropped in terms of Nishtha in that. See? So Yasau Rati, what a reveling Swarupa is it? Samadhi Abhidhiyate. It is called Samadhi. Here we have to take it as it is Asampradnyata Samadhi, or what is called popularly as Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Sampradnyata, Asampradnyata is the terminologies used by Patanjali Yoga Sutras, where the dhyata is there to objectify Sampradnyata. Dhyata drops down Asampradnyata, Nirvikalpa. So that is how, that is what was Samadhi Abhidhiyati. Okay, fine. You have got a state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. But sir, how that itself becomes Brahma? You are in a particular state. You are undergoing millions of experiences. Now you have got another very benevolent, highly covetable state. Admitted. But how that is Brahma? Because in that state, Brahma in its true nature, free, totally free from Adhyastha Prapancha, gets displayed and exhibited. That is where Vedanta Pramana, Adhyatma Shastra points you out. This is your Swarupa, which you are experiencing. Don't tell me. Jnani owns up the Swarupa, but he can't experience that. Jnani owns up that is Paramananda Swarupa, but he can't experience that. He not can't, he doesn't experience that. Who told all this? That state which you are experiencing in terms of Nirvika Samadhi, that is your Swarupa. That is what Pramana points out. If this state you have not experienced, what Pramana can point out? Say your headache, you will say, Pramana. See, if you want to know that you are rich, you have to claim your riches. You should be aware of your riches. Then litigation that is there, and you may be a legal heir, you are not still rich. You may fail to fight that litigation, even though it is yours. It will be on paper, yes, you are the heir to it. For practical purpose, you are a pauper. You have no money to pay the fees of Supreme Court lawyer. So therefore, all this practice necessary. So for such a person who has experienced Nirvana Samadhi, if that is not there, that is your Sarupa. Yes, Paroksha Jnana. Paroksha Jnana with a route map also. With that, these are the sadhana, this is the goal. Like some travel agents. This fellow has not gone beyond Bombay anywhere. But he gives you the information, what? Totally correct. How to go, etc., to which nook and corner of the world, with all information on the hotels and facilities and what should do, what should not do. You think sitting where in this office room. For him, Paroksha. These travelers, paise wale travelers, they have traveled all the world. They have got pratyaksha anubhava. Like that, here also, aparoksha anubhava is necessary. Mere pratyaksha, mere paroksha, indirect is not sufficient. It is necessary in the beginning, true. But it should be reduced to aparoksha. Yeah. Aparoksha. That's why Bhagavan brings two words, jnana and vijnana. Because jnana itself is aparoksha jnana. But when he uses the vijnana, the jnana, paroksha jnana should be reduced to aparoksha jnana, aparoksha anubhava, sakshatkar. So therefore, the question is, well, is experiencing a state of nirvana samadhi, but how that itself is Brahma? Listen, read.
Drushya sambhava bodho hi jnanam jneyam chidatmakam tadeva kevali bhavam tato nyat sakalam brusha.
Because drishya sambhava bodha, the bodha, the knowledge wherein drishya jagat, perceptible jagat, cannot exist at all. That wherein that is that experience, the knowledge wherein the perceptual jagat is not at all possible to be there. That jnana, being aware of that itself is what? Chidatmakam neyam. Is the chit swarupa neya brahma atma. Atma brahma. This is what it is. This pramana itself is what? Pramana. Don't think that because it is available only in this state. This is the experience of Nirupadika Atma. Somebody said, we can never have Nirupadika Atma because in Nirvikla Samadhi also, so the Antakarna is there, the Sukshma Swarupa. Yes, it is there. And that is necessary. Without that, you will not be able to gain knowledge because what? That is necessary to have the experience of Swarupa as it is, and there Pramana points out that's what Swarupa. Just a mirror is necessary, sir, to see your face therein. But that mirror is what Upadhi. But it doesn't pose a problem. So likewise, samskara form of antakarna is certainly Upadhi, but it doesn't pose any problem for you to be aware of your Sarupa as it is, free from all adjustment. That is the point up to which you can go again the human embodiment. You want still further clarity? Go to Brahma Loka, which is questionable whether you will reach there or not. They are a better, even still there will be little trace of Upadhi also will be there, but better than human. So we are not talking about theoretical state wherein Atma is free from upadhi, that only vidya mukti. No trace of upadhis. But when you say jnana, it has to be taken antakarana only, not borrowing information. So therefore, that is Chidama, Tadeva Kevali Bhavam. Kevali Bhavam is moksha. Tataha Anya Sakalam Vrisha. Other than that, everything is what? Vrisha, Mithya, comes and goes. But this is the one first and last. Your Swarupa. So therefore, that nirvikalpa state, what you experience is not a feature or the nature of that type of antakarana. But in that antakarana type, that state of antakarana, your Swarupa has got revealed. And that is your Swarupa. Oh, this is me. That is knowledge. You are aware of your Swarupa. Anything including superimposed thing, you have to be aware of. I am hungry. Superimposed, but you are aware of. Free from adhyastha, I must be aware of. Wherein being self-explained principle, there is no question of Triputi there at all. So, other than that, everything is Vrusha, Mithya. So now, the Mithya nature of Jagat is going to be described.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ।